Meteorologist Matthew East here with you with the January 8th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Another big charge of Arctic air moving in, and we did have some light precipitation move through as we went through yesterday evening and last night. As expected, this was a very moisture-limited system for the Piedmont over to the coast, so not a lot of really overly significant precipitation here once you get outside the mountains. But up in the mountains, this is a shot this morning from Beech Mountain, and the snow really flying up there in the high country. It's been a pretty impressive couple of weeks span in the mountains in terms of temperatures and snow production. The precipitation continues to exit our area. Again, as expected, the precip was not a big deal. What was a little bit unexpected was the temperatures got a little milder than anticipated, so many spots actually had some rain involved with the precipitation as it moved through. Other spots did see that period of snow, but again, I was kind of hammering home the point. The precipitation aspect of the next several days was not the big deal outside of the mountains. The big deal is the cold air that's settling in. These are actual air temperatures here at 5 o'clock this morning on Friday morning, and we're looking at actual air temperatures in parts of North Dakota and Montana approaching 30 below zero. That is brutal. High temperatures today, and let me go back to the current temperatures. I want to show you this. Again, these are current temperatures, actual air temperatures, and you're looking at single digits in much of Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas. Memphis is at 11, teens, Nashville and Birmingham, Atlanta down to 20, and this is a very significant blast of cold air. Now, high temperatures today, we're looking at high temps that are going to be struggling to make it up into the low 30s for the Piedmont. Now, we started off the day in the mid-30s in many spots, but falling temperatures this morning, and it's going to be a struggle to make it back up toward the low 30s this afternoon. High temperatures in the plains, below zero in a lot of places, and related these high temperatures to average, we're looking at 25, 30, 35 degree below average highs in the plains. That is nasty. Southern plains, Tennessee Valley, deep south, 20 degrees plus below average for much of the Carolinas, 15 to 20 degrees below average for high temps today. And then tonight, a cold one, another night of 15 to 20 degree below zero low temperatures in the northern plains. We're talking a lot of teens from the western Carolinas down through the deep south. Pretty cold air mass settling on in. You need to protect those pipes, bring the pets inside, and check on anyone you know that does not have access to adequate heating. Here's the modeling. 6C run of the GFS. That cold air moving in. Notice the Arctic high pressure back in the plain states. It'll stay to our west through the weekend, so that means we will continue to feed this Arctic air in from the north. Be a little breezy today as well. Could see some winds gusting over 25 or 30 miles an hour. Into the upper teens tonight. Then tomorrow, low to mid-30s at best for highs. A brutal day in terms of relation to average. Again, we're talking 15 degrees plus below average high temperatures again for Saturday, down into the mid-teens Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, probably mid-30s at best for highs. And then we begin to slowly try to crawl out of the deep freeze. This is Monday afternoon, 1 o'clock, probably making a run at the low 40s Monday afternoon. And then one little final push of chillier air for Tuesday, and that'll just sort of slow down the warm-up. Probably low 40s for highs Tuesday before by the time Wednesday rolls around, we're back up into the upper 40s to even some lower 50s for highs Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now, I've been talking about a pattern change coming. Obviously, some milder air creeping in next week as the cold relaxes. We're also going to be heading into a split flow pattern once again. Southern branch storm systems moving through, and really all the modeling is on board with a pretty significant system to roll through around next weekend. This is back the 0Z run of the GFS, 7 a.m. on Saturday morning. Pretty decent area of low pressure cranking in Mississippi that then lifts off toward Knoxville. Secondary low developing along the Carolina coast. That is a heavy rain event on the GFS for us. This is interesting. This is the GFS ensemble mean, the average of the ensembles, valid 7 p.m. Saturday. And it has really just one dominant coastal low. And a lot of the ensembles do keep this as more of a coastal low as opposed to an inland low. The Canadian model, this is 7 p.m. on Saturday, next Saturday, not this Saturday, the following Saturday, of course. And you're looking at sort of a broad low. This looks like a Miller B scenario, one low west of the mountains, one trying to pop along the coast. Moisture-packed system. Finally, the European, the slowest of the major models. This is all the way out at 7 p.m. Sunday. It still has the low over Mississippi. And again, that another coastal low developing near Jacksonville. So all indications are there's going to be a pretty significant storm system move through around next weekend. Probably for the Carolinas, this is a rain event, but I do say, and I do notice that we do have that GFS ensemble mean position primarily offshore. So it's not set in stone, this is all rain. I would lean that way at this point, but obviously plenty of time to see how that one's going to develop over the next 6 or 7 days as we get closer to next weekend. And again, we're just seeing a relaxation of the cold. Winter not over by any stretch of the imagination. I think we have plenty more cold air coming, and probably plenty of more winter weather potential opportunities down the line as well. Just sort of a relaxation from the cold, a chance to crawl out of the deep freeze next week after a pretty brutally cold weekend this weekend. All right, thanks for watching. Everyone have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.